Finally pass through, take a seat, cause the seats them can't lose. You can't see, the next party confused. Don't talk about one term, I want two. PPC, where the people them choose. If you not vote, the whole country gonna lose. If you want to know who are the president for true, very finally him are the man for them true. Yeah, so vote up, vote up, vote up, vote, vote up, vote up, vote up, no, vote up. Vote up, vote up, vote, vote up, vote up, vote up, vote. Blaze up, blaze up, blaze up, blaze, blaze up, blaze up, blaze up, blaze. Air finally pass through, take a seat, cause the seats them can't lose. You can't see, the next party confused. Don't talk about one term, I want two. PPC, where the people them choose. If you not vote, the whole country gonna lose. If you want to know who are the president for true, very finally him are the man for them true. Yeah, so vote up, vote up, vote up, vote, vote up, vote up, vote up, no, vote up. Vote up, vote up, vote, vote up, vote up, vote up.
PPPC, yeah. 5 more years, 5 more years on them. 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 PPP winning this again. 5 more years upon them. Let's all vibe, give thanks for life. Irfan winning this again. PPP winning this again. 5 more years upon them. Let's all vibe, give thanks for life. Irfan winning this again. Yeah. Progress must continue. Progress must continue, yeah. Progress must continue. Irfan winning it again, yeah. Progress must continue. Progress must continue, yeah. Progress must continue. Irfan winning it again.
Shaker HD Production.
Yeah, PPP saving. Yeah, PPP saving. Show them PPP ready. It's how these savages do it. Show them how PPP sweet. Show them how PPP nice. Show them that this one guy enough for all hands up there and make some noise. Show them how PPP sweet. Show hot today will keep you wide in every way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Wake up, the day is bright, time to feel the flow. Turn your dial to Livewire, we're ready to go. With Courdel Jones, you know it's gonna be real. From 8 to 9, from 8 to 9, bringing vibes you can feel. News, views, and what's hot today will keep you wired in every way. We'll keep you wired every way, in every way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Stories that matter, we got the scoop. From the latest headlines to the local truth. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour. So grab your coffee, your tea, or toast. With Courdel Jones, we'll give you the most. Livewire, we'll give you the way. Running to the energy, the beat of the street, the show that connects. It's where people meet. We're wired to your world, we got the news. On Livewire, there's nothing to lose. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Stories that matter, we got the scoop. From the latest headlines to the local truth. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning lighting up your heart. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour.
Good morning to all of you. Welcome to another episode of Livewire. It's the 22nd of August, 2025, and it officially starts today. Well, not officially starts today, but the voting process starts today with the joint services heading to the poll, and we need to discuss this a bit. My intention this morning was to come here and discuss with you the press conference by the General Secretary yesterday and to go through in some more details some of the issues that he would have spoke on. But this morning, and I haven't said morning to any of you across the diaspora or across the regions or in this comment section, because what I just saw literally, these guys, these PNC operatives will stop at nothing, right? Will stop at nothing when it comes to elections rigging and trying to discredit credible elections. Anything that these PNC people are around can never go smoothly. And the fact that they lie the way that they do, it's amazing and disheartening at the same time. Because you want to know how it's not little children you're dealing with, right? It's not little children you're dealing with. And the reason I'm going on for so long, I'm trying to scroll to get something to show you. I only have one photo now. I made some calls to get some more, but I'm scrolling so I can show you the dishonesty, the hypocrisy of PNC people in general. And I can understand why persons like James Bond, Daniel Siram, Gita Chandan, Samuel Sandy, Jordan Figueroa, all of them walked away. Let me see if these people send this. No, they didn't send it to me yet. All of them walked away, right? Just give me 2 more seconds to scroll down a little more to see if I get these photos. These people are absolutely despicable. For more context, I'm talking about Dennis Trotman, the GCOM commissioner from the PNC GCOM commissioner. You hear me? The PNC GCOM commissioner. This guy, in my personal opinion, I ain't even. Anyway, I ain't finding the photos here. There's a lot of photos on their page. So this is going to take me some scrolling. I literally saw this video about 5 minutes ago and tried to get some evidence to you to show you how misleading, dishonest PNC operatives are. Let me check. I see I get the next WhatsApp message. Let me see if it's okay. Beautiful. 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 Thank you so much. So I have 2 instances for you. One under the previous ad, my skin growing. These PNC people are nasty people, and no Guyanese should ever trust them. I'm saying that to you now. No Guyanese should ever trust them. I think more photos coming there. I'm glad that I have more evidence to show you. And again, I usually say, this is what you get with PNC people. A bunch of bunkum and nothing to back it up. So this here is Desmond Trotman, the PNC GCOM commissioner, talking to the media at the commencement of joint services voting this morning. Listen to this trash. And Desmond, in my opinion, you are a piece of shit. For saying what you said, you are a piece of shit, sir.
Unlike what is happening at Livewire, because when I've been there, I saw a whole contingent of persons who I believe to be recruits or lower rank up.
This guy is a piece of shit. I don't care who vexed that I used the terminology on the show this morning. This guy, Desmond Trotman, is a piece of shit. Let me rewind it from the beginning. Listen to him.
Unlike what is happening at Livewire, because when I've been there, I saw a whole contingent of persons who I believe to be recruits or lower rank up persons assembled there with the red ties around the neck. And it's an indication of what the process is going to be like.
You hear this wretch? Y'all hear this wretch as an indication of what the process is going to be like. So this is an image of the recruits at Livewire this morning getting ready to vote. People, first of all, again, I'm reiterating, Desmond Trotman is a piece of shit to lie to Guyanese people and to mislead competent reporters there that didn't pull him up. Actually, one did. But he is claiming ignorance, right? So Dennis, let me show you something. So Dennis is complaining. Dennis is complaining about police recruits wearing this tie, this red tie, right? Let me take you back to 2016, right? I'm going to show you 2 instances, 2016, 2024, under 2 completely different administrations, under completely different commissioners of police. So all we could say safely that this guy's aim is to create problems in this election here already. You understand? Good. Now look at this, what I'm going to show you here. This is 2016. This here is a Courdel News report. So you understand that it's not biased towards the government or anything. Right? What does it say? 200 young men and women embark on police training. So we have established who we are looking at here. Let me make the photo bigger. Look at this. You horrible, horrible person. Dennis, you are oh Jesus Christ. Critic, I salute you for your ability to cuss these people out. You hear me? I salute you, Guyanese critic, for your ability to cuss these people out as you like. Desmond Trotman. GCOM Commissioner Desmond Trotman, I'm saying you are a piece of shit. This photo is from, let me make it small again. Let's check the date. Okay, wait, go back. right? This photo is from a news article. It's from a news article. Look at the date here. August 3rd, 2016. And this piece of shit, Desmond Trotman, I've never seen them. I've never seen them like this. I've never seen them. I've never seen them like this. You. Let me give you another instance. Right? So this here is from the police forces page. December 11th, 2024. The date is there. There you have it. The commissioner of police with recruits wearing their blood clot red tie. Since then, Desmond, and sorry, this is recent, right? So you see in 2016, you see in 2024, this has always been the uniform of the Guyana Police Force. Always been the uniform of the Guyana Police Force for the recruits. You understand me? That is why I say to you, these guys in the PNC, all they are interested in is creating problems in this country. They have realized that us has stolen all of their potential votes, the scrapes, stolen them from them. So now their only option is to discredit the elections and to make things seem like they're out of whack. Could you believe the same people who didn't want Carter Center come here, talking and complaining to Carter Center, and Carter Center entertaining them instead of to chase them? Well, Carter Center can't do that. But you get my point? Last regional and general elections, with the coalition, APNU, AFC, PNC, tobacconites decided to do whatever they were doing. You understand me? Oh gosh. Okay, I got a bit more evidence to show you. This one here is at the Fallen Heroes Parade, July of this year, right? At the Fallen Heroes Parade, July of this year. Just let me show you one more to show you how nasty people like Desmond Trotman are. Nasty, horrible, old individuals. Horrible people. So this one here is at the parade. They're sleeping. They're to the tired. You see, those ties were in effect from ever long, right? Let me go back to Dennis.
So I think that the press should be unlike what is happening at Leary, because when I went there, I saw a whole contingent of persons who I believe to be recruits or lower rank of persons assembled there with the red ties around the neck. And it's an indication of what the process is going to be like.
How in heaven's name, jeez, listen, sometimes I'm really frustrated with the people who hold certain offices in this country. How this dry-faced man could stand up there and lie to people like this, as if the Guyana Police Force all of a sudden went out and buy a set of red tie and get them recruits. How is that an indication? So they are indicating since 2016. And then they were indicating since 2016. This was the indication since 2016. If those people uniform, they're talking about using political colors to demonstrate things. The people who paint all the building them green. Officials used to come on a red carpet. They changed it to officials coming from green carpet. The bus green, the boat green. And that wasn't the norm, Desmond, sorry. Keep calling me Dennis. Sorry to all the Dennises out there. Desmond is an idiot. Desmond Trotman is a full-blown idiot. That is, listen, this mirrors Basil Williams in 2020. Oh, the elections were free. Close the door, he got. And then a couple of minutes later, some stupidness, raising some stupidness. This is an example in front of your faces from a newspaper that you can say is not pro-government. So that in case people say the newspaper decide to put up the photo for help the government, because you know everything the government is able to do. Pay off everybody in the US state agencies to go after Mohammed, pay off this, pay off that. Everybody. Guyanese politicians got the most money. You understand me? So I wanted to show you this. Desmond Trotman is a horrible person. There you have recruits from since 2016. Some of these faces, now that I blocked this photo, they're on the road now working as police. Right? Since 2016. Since 2016, and he is making it seem like if this is an effort to do something on behalf of the PDP by the leadership of the police force. Desmond, listen, people are not jumping on board with the foolishness anymore. They got programs like this, and people got Google and Bing and wherever it is to check the foolishness that y'all coming to tell them. To check it out. These are the people who are going to ask you, the citizens of this country, to go out and support them in their bid for leadership of this country in a couple of days. You all must reject them. You all must reject them. Outside of win, and we know why we must reject them. You must also reject the APNU because it's just the PNC in different clothing. It's just them in different clothing. And if they are willing to lie to you about something so simple that anyone can go and check, to create this illusion that there's something going on already, something untoward going on already. Listen to this guy.
So I think that the press should be concerned about those things.
The press should be, somebody in the press should have hand you a stiff knuckle. These bare-faced, dry-faced people. Listen to me. These guys here are
right about them.
Isn't the red fire part of the uniform?
I'm not sure it is.
You hear him? So that is a reporter. Hear the reporter.
So I think that the press should be concerned about those things. I write about them.
Isn't the red fire part of the uniform?
I'm not sure it is.
This old idiot. You there wrong since Jesus was a boy. Because you won't see that people in them time for everybody. Yes. I swear to God, I cannot stand these people. That's why I'm saying to persons, I don't think I could be a politician. Because you notice how the president, the vice president, these ministers, they still go and smile with them and shake the hand and interact with them. I want nothing to do with them. Listen, I can't operate like that. I have tried to be friendly with people that I don't appreciate. But if I don't appreciate you, I don't want you around me. And I cannot pretend to be sociable to idiots like Desmond Trotman. You're old fool. You're old fool. Listen to this guy again.
So I think that the press should be concerned about those things. I write about them.
Isn't the red fire part of the uniform?
I'm not sure it is. I've never seen it before.
He never see it. This man see when God created the world. He been wrong since Adam and Eve. Desmond Trotman, probably 1,000 years old. You were there when God created the world. That's how old you are, and you never see them police recruiting red tie. And you see how they could lie to you with a straight face. You see how they could lie to you with a straight face? Didn't even flinching. Every Guyanese have seen those recruits. Every Guyanese have seen those recruits. When they're in there, and they get to go out and shop, you see them walking around. For the Guyanese Defense Force, all of them white, black pants, and a black tie. Everybody here shave ball. Well, the men. It is known. These by Desmond, I don't know. God, let's take the wrong people have this, or oh my God. I don't know why people like you still walking around here. You have nothing of substance to offer the Guyanese people. You live your life. You should bye, y'all.
Perhaps you should ask the question of the commission.
For what? For frigging what? He's not the person who established the color, you idiot. That has been way before Clifton Hicken became the commissioner of police. By then, there's money.
You're raising the concern.
I'm raising the concern because it's a real concern. I've never seen it before.
You. All the PNC could do is lie, misrepresent, and cause chaos. That is it. This guy, I look, it's thank God we don't run society. You understand? I am happy that I don't run society. People like these here would have been put in a special corner to do something, especially when you're old and senile like you. You're right, Leslie. He dodging God. God calling you home, bro. You head out. This wretch, just like Paul Slow, old decrepit crosses that ain't accomplished nothing properly in their life. Never met commissioner of police, but we got an opinion on everything.
And that's why I'm raising the concern. Good. Yeah.
Apart from that, any other issues you've observed or heard about?
No, I haven't heard about anything. In fact, I'm moving right up the East Coast.
You can't hear about nothing. You can't hear about nothing. How you can hear about nothing is going on? People voting like normal idiot. People are just voting. The police are voting. The police are voting peacefully. And you are trying to make a situation out of it. Just like Amna Ali. Oh, and they call it by ID card. You see a photo, you see a video. You got a witness to come and say IT and out ID card. Nothing. Only to cause chaos. Only to cause chaos in this country. And they have already started. You wait till September 1. You're going to see all kind of things. This is the fourth. Jesus Christ. This is the fourth wretch that jump out the stables. This is the fourth wretch that jump out the stables. You understand? But Desmond got nothing to worry about because remember, Desmond's job is for the rest of your life. You understand? Desmond's job is for the rest of your life. As a GCOM commissioner, you don't lose. Nobody can knock you off from there. Nobody can move you from there unless you're senile, you run mad, or you're dead. This asshole. This banner is going to sit on the Guyana Elections Commission till he dies. And this is the level of stupidity we'll have there representing the PNC. Thank God they got other commissioners there with sense. Right? And then they get mad at the chairman because she don't support the foolishness that they're putting forward. This is the only idiot in Guyana that never see Guyana police force recruits in the uniform before. The reporter should ask you, well, what uniform do you know them to be in? What uniform you've seen them in? What color do you see them wearing? That is what I want him to tell people. What color you normally used to see them wearing? When you and Jesus used to walk around as youth man, your old cross. When you and Jesus used to walk around as youth man, because you be around, you on the earth forever. You here forever. What were you accustomed to seeing them in? They don't care even if they embarrass themselves. They don't care that they would give this interview and 2 minutes after somebody could come on social media and put everything they said into disrepute or debunk everything that they would have said with facts and evidence. They don't care. They will just say it because I guess it sounds good. I guess it sounds good. So it has begun, folks. It has begun. And it has started where it normally starts, with a PNC person, a PNC member, making themselves completely stupid about the elections process.
Coney police station to get a sense of.
You've observed that or heard about?
No, I haven't heard about anything. In fact, I'm moving right up the East Coast, up to Myconi police station to get a sense of what's taking place. And only then will I be able to say if there's anything other than what I've reported.
But so far everything is smooth.
I won't say smooth. I will say that so.
So you see, they had no disruption. Nobody, no policing complaining the naming on the list. Nothing. Everything running smooth. But to be able to come back to this moment and say, well, you remember that man on the red tie, and I went up to my pony, and I only had 2 polling booths, and he's leaving room open so that they can go back now and create a problem when the results come out, and it's not in their favor. Right? So he's setting himself up now so that he can go back and say, hey, you remember this? I just see how the red tie. I don't believe the police wanted the PVP. I went my pony, and only had 1 police station on police taking for vote. Desmond Trotman, you are a piece of shit. A piece of shit. And I'm not talking regular. The worst kind that there is. The stickiest, worst kind that there is. That's you. Plus your own. So you're a whole piece of shit.
Far, what I see, the activity seems to be normal. I don't know if it's smooth.
How was the process here at TVF? What was your talking?
I just answered. First, it's smooth. It looks normal.
Looks normal.
Looks normal. It looks normal. This body. Oh, Lord. It looks normal. Everybody voting peacefully. None of the scrutineers ain't complaining. The presiding officers in there ain't complaining. Nobody is saying nothing. It looks normal. It's not normal. It looks normal. It's not normal. That's why people like them just holler nothing ain't happening in this country for 5 years. Because clearly they got something in their eye. You understand me? Clearly they got something in their eye. And to the man in Diamond who want people to talk to the government body water, you got to talk to the people in the area that keep freeing up the main. GWI fixing it. So you sit in your car now, in the woman house that you're in, that you will help pay for, that in the scheme that the president while minister of housing helped to create, and you shut your mouth. So until you jump in a PNC scheme that the PNC provide water for, you there in 20th Street Diamond, you shut your mouth. Because when you run from this country and in the PNC, you scared's gonna tell nobody nothing but water. And right now things are better. And the same America where you come from, there's got 1 or 2 problems here and there. So nothing is perfect. So I got your message. And I hope the person you get the message to turn the volume so you can hear me. You stayed there in Diamond, in that scheme that Air Fanali built when he was minister. And you shut your mouth in the woman's house. Because you name it on the water bill. And I should probably give back. Anyway, let me stop. Let me stop. Guys, I wanted to share this here with you. It has begun with the misleading narratives from the PNC. You understand? Mind you, this footage is from Guyana Standard. They did coverage at the camp in Ghana. Right? They covered the voting process there at camp in Ghana. Must give credit to the people who set up, who did the video, right? But it has begun. And we must keep ever vigilant as we head to September 1, because you will see more and more shenanigans. More and more shenanigans. And I'm not talking culture center. I'm not talking culture center. That big stage production. There's people who know what they're doing. I'm talking theater guild. Parade street citation. You will see it coming out. Because it will be unscripted. And it will be lunacy to its max. You watch. You watch. You see a man going on to court with a stupid case. Imagine. You ain't contesting in a region, but you party name on the ballot in a region that you ain't contesting. For what? So how the people voting for you if you got a representative in the region? Manza, Christina, is this another Christina moment with you? And again, the best and the brightest already left the PNC. They came over to the PPP. All that is left there is oodles and boodles of stupidity. Oodles and boodles of stupidity. Right? Some of the stupidity left from one form the one party. But the stupidness is still effervescent out of them. Like, is Andrews is dropping water and is effervescent. The stupidness still bubbling out of them. Like you drop 4 or 5 Andrews in a glass of water. Brrr. If you see stupidity. So at this stage, when the balance them don't reach or on the way or whatever it is, GCOM must now go and reprint ballot to center area that a man's party ain't even taking part in the election. Y'all ain't buying for no seat. You're nothing there. Amanza, you continue to disappoint. But then I remember they got other lawyers like that. So not because you're a lawyer, you got, and the thing is, you see these lawyers, a lot of them in that sense, they go to this law school and they understand the processes that you have to go through in relation to the system. You understand me? The processes that you have to go through. And that's what's getting them off. They ain't got sense. All of them stupid like Mark watching me from YouTube. All of them stupid like Mark watching us from YouTube. Because could you imagine Mark could sit here, look at this old piece of shit, Desmond Trotman, outright lie to people. I provide evidence to the contrary. In 2016, under a coalition administration, police recruits wore red ties. I told you in 2024, under a different commissioner, police wore red ties. And Mark will come here and say that I am pushing ignorance. I'm selling ignorance. Well, Mark, you buy all. And you in need of some ignorance, brother. You in need of it. Because with all of that in front of your face, you are still in support of idiocy. People like Norton and Wade and Mans and all those ones, and people like Trotman. You're in support of that. And you believe that Guyanese should support that foolishness that literally in front of your face just now. I showed you is dishonesty from a PNC leader. And you're here telling me trash. You gotta be a madman, sir. You got to be a madman. Or you expect Guyanese people are lunatics. So see, get facts, and to put those facts aside and still bother with you. You understand? I will tell you about the 46 ballot boxes. Look at this here. Look, you see what I tell y'all? You see what I tell y'all? I cannot handle the ignorance in the PNC, you know. This is the kinds of things that you get from PNC supporters. Jesus Christ of Nazareth, with all the shenanigans that happened in 2020, I have never heard about what Mark is saying here. I have never heard. You understand? I have never heard about this accusation being made. This is a brand new one. I heard about the ballot boxes, the 46 ballot boxes, who they were saying some document missing or something of that sort. But dumped from a helicopter? Listen, I think every supporter, every member, every executive in the PNC should be writers, fictional writers. Y'all should write comic book thing. Y'all should write comic book thing. Listen, anybody on the show right now, if you have ever heard of this accusation, I'm not asking you whether it's true or not. I'm asking anybody on this show right now, have you ever heard about 46 ballot boxes being dumped from a helicopter at the 2020 elections? Please, 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 because I must have been under a rock. I must have been. Anybody who here, please tell me if you have ever heard this story before, ever in relation. Somebody said Mark more than double the fact from helicopter. Mark, where you get this from? Where you get this from, Mark? Imagine this is a whole new aspect. I've never heard this accusation from anybody in the PNC. And that is to show you, I am pretty sure Mark is from the diaspora. And Mark will go around sharing this information to persons who may not take the time to go and check it out. Mark, this is literally like Desmond Trotman hollering he never seen them people in red tie before. This is crazy. Listen, somebody want to know who was in command in the helicopter in 2020. Look, this is the kind of thing some of these people running around in their mind with, you know. That is the information in the state. So Mark working for the State Department. So Mark, you're saying that America, who are deemed as the champions of democracy and would often intervene in countries when administrations don't follow the democratic process. You are saying to me that the US State Department got information that ballot boxes were dumped from a helicopter here in Guyana and in bring no sanctions or nothing on the administration that they believe they would have done it or to play a role in it. More so, Mark, in that period, the GDF was under Granger control. How in heaven's name the PPP getting somebody to fly the GDF helicopter? Me entertaining this no more. I'm not entertaining this. I realize Mark heading good, and that is that. I am done with that. Listen, as much as you, as many of you who are in the diaspora who are able to come home and vote on September 1, I'm asking you guys to come. If you can afford it, come. If you can stay and vote and go back. Once you have your ID card or your passport, you understand? You stay, vote, and go back. You stay, vote, and go back. Right? We can't have this country rolling backward. We can't have it. We've come too far. And as I told y'all before, I feel like sometimes I take some of these things too personal. And I believe it's because I would have worked closely with various PPP administrations doing media work. And I see the effort that is put in there. Right? I sit here on shows just like this and tell you sometimes how hectic some of these out-of-town engagements are, that me, who younger than the ministers, them, just want to know what the frig wrong with these people. What is wrong with them? How could you go to so many things in one day? I'll give you an example that I used recently. I went to Region 1 with Minister Courdel, right? And at one point, I almost gave up. So we had breakfast in the morning. Minister came in, joined the vehicles, and we going to different locations in Port Kaituma. Well, out of Port Kaituma. We're driving out of Port Kaituma. In that day, we made at least 8 to 9 stops at 8 to 9 different locations. Each location, the minister interacting with residents, listening to problem, got the staff taking information, distribute this, talk to the body thing, move to the next location, same thing over again, next location, same thing again, over and over and over. When we were at like the 5th or the 6th, I turned to the minister P and I was like, bro, what's going on with y'all? What happened? We need since breakfast. I said, all right, man, Courdel. We're trying to knock out everything. And that is the thing that I remember, or those are the things that I remember that sometimes causes me to get so upset. These people were given a mandate. They continuously try to push themselves above and beyond that mandate. And then you have people like Mark and Desmond Trackman undermining it, not even with something credible. So Mark couldn't go and do some research and come with a real concern here to us. He couldn't do some research and come with a real concern to say, well, you know what, this ain't going right. I see them making an effort, but I ain't like how they say it going. They need to fix this. No, Mark will come and tell you about helicopter, ballot box. They done the ballot box in Mark's backyard. The helicopter fly over Mark's house, and dump all the ballot boxes in Mark. All 46. All 46 dump in Mark backyard. You understand? All 46. And Mark here has commented, Mark is not a graduate from the University of Ifla. I'll say this to you here right now, Mark. If you're not a graduate from the University of Ifla, that's fine. Whoever graduates from the University of Ifla that you may be speaking of, in my personal opinion, has done well. So the University of Ifla putting out good stuff, right? Because in my view, their graduate represents us well. Locally, internationally, wherever arena he in, whichever arena he in, Mark, he represents us well. So hats off to the University of Ifla for ensuring that we have the kind of caring, humble, stern, everything in one president that we got here right now. So hats off to the University of Ifla for producing that. That's what I got to say to you, Mark, about the University of Ifla. They produce an excellent president in Dr. Irfan Ali. Excellent president. Well, this is here where I can block you. This is where I can block you. You see what's talking about, right? So he can't come with nothing credible or with sense. So now he can just start talking stupidness, right? He can now start talking stupidness. But Mark, you have a wonderful day. You go, you so long, bye-bye. Anyway. Oh Lord. Look, guys, again, you guys, please go out and vote come September 1. Please stay vigilant. All y'all have phones. Don't use them in the polling station. But all y'all have phones. When y'all see something outside the polling station that is going on that's not supposed to be happening, take video. Take video. Don't go in there with your phone and cause no problem in the people polling station. But y'all take video. So we have evidence. So that we could deal with people like Mark when they come around. Because you know you're going to come on the next profile. You notice Samantha Prince in here. I had to dig a black hair she yesterday too. She's can't use on the show and done. She in the inbox after. She little ugly self. But anyway, look. Listen. So yesterday, the General Secretary of the People's Press Party had his press conference, and he spoke on the PPP's development vision. Now, the PPP has detailed, costed, and published a development plan, unlike the opposition's vague manifestos. What are some of the priority areas for the next 5 years, and what categories they fall under? The General Secretary put them under 3 broad categories: modernizing society, which is building a digital economy, a smart grid, biotech, AI integration, and sustainable diversification. Then number 2, investing in communities, concrete drains, street lights, security cameras, playgrounds, safe and clean neighborhoods. And then number 3, improving individual livelihoods, higher wages, lower taxes, housing ownership, pensions, and direct support for vulnerable groups. Now, honing in on some more of these, he spoke to housing and direct support. Now, the goal to distribute all pending house lots and build 40,000 new homes per year has been set out. The expansion of the housing grant, the expansion of the steel and cement program, and the Amerindian housing initiatives will also be expanded. Now, he spoke to direct transfers, 60,000 monthly pension minimum, expanded students grant, $200,000 per child. As you heard from President Ali in Letem, this would include the addition of, guys, I suffer from insomnia, so my nights are rough. So you heard about the $100,000 in traveling allowance and the increase of the because you care allowances, so that it rounds up to 200,000 per child per year. There'll also be a increase in public assistance as well. This entire investment, holistically, big pictured out, is over 100 billion annually invested into the youths and the future of this country, and vulnerable persons as well, right? He spoke about civil society and rights groups, funding for NGOs and religious organizations to tackle child protection, domestic violence, and youth development issues, because it's not on the government alone. These NGOs and civil society groups play a role as well. Unlike the GHRA and Policy Forum Guyana and Red Thread that only jump out at opportunistic moments to ridicule the government, and ignore the ignorance of the opposition parties, not even trying to engage in a proper manner the administration of the day, right? Strengthening of anti-discrimination laws with harsher penalties for race baiting and division, which is very important in our society. We need to move away from this. I don't even like to use the term, this Afro-Indo issue that we've been having. I don't use the C word. I don't use the B word. And none of us should. All of us are Guyanese at the end of the day. You understand? And it is the differences between us that makes us as unique as we are as a people. You understand? There's also a commitment to constitutional reform and campaign finance modernization, right? He spoke about procurement and business opportunities as well. In terms of the move by the government to make changes to the procurement model to favor thousands of small contractors instead of a few large ones, right? Case in point, 11 billion in contracts were distributed to 700 Region 10 contractors. I'm gonna let this one go. I ain't gonna touch on it. We got some contractors up there. There are also plans. There's plans to expand zero interest loans for small business countrywide. So persons who are interested in starting their own business and in entrepreneurship can get into it without having an increasing burden over their heads in terms of monthly payments. Now, when it comes to the disciplined forces, we all know that the AP and UAFC removed the 1 month tax-free bonus from the bonus when they were in government. It was the Irfan Ali administration that reinstated it. That is worth $2 billion in the pockets of our joint service personnel, right? $2 billion in the pockets of our joint services personnel. Now, what are the additional improvements? Increased salaries, promotions, new headquarters, modern police stations. You understand? That is what the joint services can look forward to. Now you see metal sharks all over the place. We got nice fancy boats. We get in planes. Now the General Secretary took some time to talk about the Carter report. And he was happy that they noted that there was no evidence of a bloated list. And they noted that it was peaceful and open campaigning happening in Guyana right now. I'm happy that the Carter Center would have debunked these claims that are being made by the PNC and the AFC forever. forever. The list always bloated, and this body on the list and that body on the list, and English shouldn't be there and all kind of thing. And mechanisms to remove people and this kind of thing. When all of those are in place. All of those are in place. But they put that narrative out there so persons could feel like, oh, something terrible is about to happen. You understand? Now, the report, the General Secretary criticized because of the fact it echoed the opposition's allegations, but ignored major issues like vote buying by the Mohammeds, the assault involving the Win campaign. I think he's the prime ministerial candidate. Carter Center took no notice of the threat made against the Minister of Education's life by a Win supporter or a candidate. I don't know which one he is. So all these things Carter Center skip over and running to talk about the private banks. When going around the place sharing money, telling people vote for them. When candidate or supporter go in front of a ministry building with a machete and say you are slaughtering the Minister of Education. And none of the in-catch Carter Center. Carter Center was also wrong to suggest banks should handle sanctions differently. If OFAC, who put the sanctions, ain't telling the banks what to do, who the hell is the Carter Center? What the banks do to de-risk themselves have nothing to do with the elections. It's about safeguarding their ability to do international transactions and the investments of their other account holders. OFAC themselves, so we can't tell the banks what to do. If the banks decide that they want the risk, that's their business. Listen, guys, I continue to tell y'all that John Thompson is an idiot that doesn't know anything that he's talking about. Right? John Thompson is an idiot that doesn't know anything he's talking about. Brian Max was in front of the Ministry of Education and threatened the Minister of Education and a sitting City Hall councillor. Win is going to indigenous communities and sharing out money to persons and begging them to vote for them. John Thompson's not here. The fumes from the truck got easy, so he can't pay attention to the going on. I just mess with your CD comment section. John, you better load the truck. You better load that truck. You guys, I'm about to hear y'all have a wonderful day. Please be safe on the roadways. Look out for those persons who are not looking out for you, especially persons driving those big trucks like John. They may be doing lives and not focusing on the road, and that's dangerous, right? So please look out for those guys. As I normally say before I go, John, what's the name? It's all about peace. It's all about love. It's all about one Guyana. No. I'm ending with that. This one here is especially for you, John. I hope you enjoyed the tune. See you guys here on Monday. If anything happens over the weekend of significance, we'll go live, right? But peace, love, one Guyana. John, this tune is to you.
PPPC, yeah. 5 more years, 5 more years on them. 5 more years on them. 5 more years on them. 5 more years. PPP winning this again. 5 more years. years upon them. Let's all vibe, give thanks for life. If I'm winning this again, PvP winning this again. 5 more years upon them. Let's all vibe, give thanks for life. If I'm winning this again. Yeah. Progress must continue. Progress must continue, yeah. Progress must continue. Irfan winning it again, yeah. Progress must continue. Progress must continue, yeah. Progress must continue.